Swipe Up, episode 229, the podcast where I share my unfiltered thoughts on the latest news and entertainment updates. I'm your host, Ray Taylor. New York City agrees to pay $21.5 thousand each to protesters who are quote-unquote kettled by police during the 2020 George Floyd demonstrations. New York City has agreed on a settlement for a class action lawsuit brought up by protesters mistreated by the NYPD. Not surprising. Ooh, and one of the most corrupt police departments is abusing people's civil rights. The incident in question occurred during the June 2020 demonstration in the Bronx following the murder of George Floyd. The settlement will provide each protester who has not already settled with the city to pay out of at least $21,500. The approach used by the NYPD was called kettling, which involves violently containing protesters. I mean, definitely saw a lot of that. Oh, you can't get anywhere. Hey, here's some smoke bombs. Hey, here's some rubber bullets shot at your face. Here's some concussions, right? Oh, here's some nightsticks to all of the different parts of your body. Pepper spray was indiscriminately unleashed on protesters, and they were violently detained. The settlement will resolve the claims of hundreds of protesters who were mistreated during the demonstration. The settlement, this is like almost 3 years later. The settlement is still subject to court approval, so who knows if it gets past the incident, but they're just trying to, the police budgets are ridiculous. The NYPD's budget, fiscal year of 2022, right? Guess how much in the year 2022, guess how much the budget was for the NYPD? $10.9 billion for 1 year of New York Police Department. Nobody was defunded. Look, so much money is wasted on these organizations that do very little actual protect and serve, and mostly serve to terrorize, beat, murder, maim innocent, unarmed citizens left and right? And then when some of them are able to form a class action lawsuit or file charges and win some civil victory against these police departments, the tax money that is poured into these budgets for the police departments are used. So it's not like the police officers or the police department is punished in any way. It's just that's part of their budget, is how much money they pay in settlements for violating human rights. It's insane. It's insane. The settlement represents an acknowledgement, at least, of the mistreatment suffered by the protesters at the hands of the NYPD. $10.9 billion. It's insane. And they're horrible at doing their jobs. They don't stop crime. They're horrible at solving crimes, right? A lot of the police kind of programs they have, especially like youth programs, end up only abusing children. They protect each other. Anytime there's a quote-unquote good apple or a good police officer, they end up getting chewed up and spit out by the department, in some cases murdered by the department. It's disgusting. Police are terrorists. They're domestic terrorists. They are a massive waste of taxpayer money. That money, if it was used for like actual supportive measures for the community, would help people so they wouldn't have to turn to crime, would help people if they have addiction problems, would help people if they have mental health problems. But instead, we want to treat everybody who's having a rough go of it in this disgusting capitalist garbage heap of America, that you want to turn them into criminals and then let police officers treat them however they want and defend it. So many people defending police officers. So many people defending cops for executing people because they resisted arrest, as if resisting arrest is the most disgusting human activity known to man and deserves the highest form of punishment, in immediate execution, right? Nobody is afforded their time in court. No judge, jury. It's just straight to the executioner for resisting arrest. Right? I'd love to see all the back the blue people that say, oh, they shouldn't have resisted arrest. I would love to see how they allow a police officer to just kneel on their neck as they just black out and die in order to not resist being treated like that. Right? Just resist being treated like a worthless piece of shit by a cop. Just don't just allow them to treat you, your body, your person as garbage. And if you do and a lot of the times they're not resisting. It's just something a cop says because they know it can be used as evidence. Oh, I said it. I said they're armed. Drop the weapon. Oh, stop resisting. Boom, boom, boom. Shoot them. You heard me. They were trying to resist. Do I have proof? I mean, no, but there's people that heard me say it. And I'm a cop. Look, I got the badge and stuff, and I've got a big union behind me. Look at our budgets. Don't worry about it. Let's take it to court. It won't come out of my paycheck. I don't care. I'm going to go home at the end of the night, right? I'm going to get my bodies, right? I'm going to kill my people so I can go home. This is my war. I'm winning this war. It's garbage. It's garbage. It's just people, zero value of human life. It's disgusting. Let's move on to our last story. Story 3, which is just a gross trend that's happening in this country where, let's label a marginalized group as an enemy. Let's have zero proof of this at all. But we'll leverage the fear of children being the victims, despite there's no proof of this, but we'll leverage everybody's fear and desire to protect children as a way to label this marginalized group, this specific group of people, as evil in some way, right? And we'll pass laws because we pretend we're not big government, but we have no problem with the government overreach when it comes to a group that's not our group, right? We're perfectly fine with every other religious pursuit being labeled as some kind of victim as a terrorist, but not the Christians, even though the majority of domestic terrorists are, Christian nationalists and white supremacists, right? New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on YouTube and everywhere our podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at inspireddisorder.com/plus. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.